Snowstorm raged across the forest. Trees swayed violently, buried in white silence. Step by step, I pressed forward. The backpack dragged me down, my feet sank deep, and behind me the sled carved a lonely trail. The cold stung my face, but stopping was never an option. Somewhere ahead, shelter was waiting, and that belief kept me moving. I stopped at a flat clearing. Cold metal poles in my hands, I began to assemble the frame. A dark tarp stretched across the snow corners, pulled tight, rising against the howling wind. When the tent finally stood firm, relief swept over me. Fragile as it seemed, it was a fortress proof that with persistence, even here, safety could be created. Inside, I unpacked the essentials. A small stove took its place at the center, its chimney stretching upward like a lifeline. The tent, once only fabric and poles, had become a living space. In the middle of a frozen forest, I had built a fragile but real home. But walls alone could not fight the cold. I needed fire. I searched the forest, dragging back heavy wood from a fallen tree. At camp, the saw bit into the trunk sawdust mixing with snow. Soon, a neat stack of firewood stood ready like a silent promise that the night could be endured. Dry wood inside the stove caught fire and warmth spread instantly. Snow packed into a cup melted slowly, turning into clear water. A tea bag swirled in the steaming pot, fragrance filling the tent. With each sip, I felt the sharp contrast. Outside, the storm still raged. Inside, warmth and peace returned. I cooked a simple meal: meat, vegetables, noodles simmering in broth. Steam curled upward, rich with aroma, chasing away the last of the frost. Eating hot food in the silence of the forest, I realized happiness is sometimes this simple a meal, warmth and quiet. When the day was done, I laid out my sleeping bag. Sliding inside, layers of fabric cut off the cold seeping from the ground. The wind roared outside, but within the tent was stillness. Sleep came as both relief and reward, a reminder that peace can be carved from even the harshest night. At dawn, pale light revealed the weight of snow pressing on the tent. I stepped out and cleared the heavy load, each shovelful crashing to the ground, freeing the shelter once more. It was more than just maintenance, it was a lesson. Nature may press heavily upon us, but persistence can always lift the weight. Looking at the tent standing strong in the morning light, I understood survival is not only about enduring the storm, but about rising again after it passes.